Okay, going home. Students frequently ask me if I like wearing ties. And even though I usually answer yes, the answer is a little bit more complicated than that. My wife and I recently had the opportunity to visit Croatia, where, according to history, is where the necktie originated. Our guide told us that it originated in the 17th century during the 30-Year War in France. King Louis XIII hired Croatian mercenaries who wore a piece of cloth around their neck as part of their uniform. While these early neckties did serve a function, they also had quite a decorative effect, a look that King Louis was quite fond of. In fact, he liked it so much that he made these ties a mandatory accessory for royal gatherings and to honor the Croatian soldiers. Originally they were called croatas, eventually it became cravata. In Spanish, they are called corbatas. Over the years, I have had a love-hate relationship with ties. As a young teacher, I would wear them because I believed that it made me look older. Then eventually I decided that growing a beard might be a better idea. That lasted until one day one of my students mentioned that my school picture looked like one of those pictures from jail. And yes, I guess it did make it look like a mugshot. Nowadays, the students expect me to wear a tie, and they very frequently comment on my ties. I was even recently asked to do a presentation to the students about all the different ties that I have. Aside from the fact that my boss wants us to wear ties, I believe that a tie gives a man a certain type of presence. I recently entered a building where people were being asked to sign in. I decided just to walk in and I waved at the security guard. On my way out, I decided to ask the security guard why he had let me walk through. And it was interesting that the response that he gave me was that he said that, well, you were wearing a tie. You look like somebody important. I chuckled about it, but it's interesting that yes, people do see you a little bit differently when you're wearing a tie. I might not always like wearing a tie, but I believe that as a professional, it might be important to wear one.